Very good morning to you and thanks for joining us for breakfast. My name is Nnpcl. A very sincere apology that we're beginning a little bit late. We're here now, so let's get on with it and make the best of what time that we have. We're going to have our usual segments, no matter how short or how long, but we are going to make sure that we cover everything, starting with the top trending issues, going to the papers, and then taking our hot topic. So we are going to be joined by our guests to do that. But first of all, let's just go straight to the top trending issues this morning. And we're beginning our top trending discussions with 4 senators switch to APC. 4 senators from the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, have officially joined the All Progressives Congress, APC. The ruling party, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio announced the defections during plenary session, naming the senators as Adamu Aliero, Yahya Abdullahi, Garba Maidoki, and another colleague. The senators cited internal issues within the PDP as their reason for leaving. This move increases the number of APC senators in the National Assembly to 68, while PDP now holds 30 seats. The defections give the APC even more control in the Senate, making it easier for them to pass laws and support President Tinubu's policies. The shift also signals growing support for the APC head of future election. As the APC heads for the future elections. What can I say now about the PDP? PDP is supposed to be the biggest opposition party, single party, that is, because the APC, that is the coalition now, is a marriage between a lot of parties, just like we had the CPC, the AD, and some other parties, and some aggrieved members of the PDP as well, joining to become the APC. This time a party was adopted, not that the new party was formed. But what can I say, like I said, about the PDP? PDP just seems to be the breeding ground. It's a nursery for any party to go and pick right now. I'm not sure we can boldly call it an opposition party anymore, because why? Even the governors that are sitting governors under the APC, or under the PDP, are endorsing the APC president, as the leader of the PDP, as it were, is endorsing everything about APC while still remaining in PDP, and so many things are happening. So we cannot, in good conscience, call PDP an opposition political party at this moment, except they put their acts together. 68 against 30 can still make a significant difference if they want to stay in their party and make sure things work the way they're supposed to work. But like I always say, if you have a family and the only solution to the problems of your family is to leave that family and join another family, then even the new family should be suspect of your motives and all that. But anything goes in Nigeria. You become an APC person, you become a saint, and that's the end to everything. The next thing is that Nnpcl reduces fuel price again. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Nnpcl, has reduced the pump price of petrol from 945 naira to 910 naira per litre. This is a 35% cut. This 35% cut follows a recent move by Dangote Refinery, which lowered its ex-depot price, prompting independent marketers to also slash fuel prices. In major cities like Abuja and Lagos, prices at filling stations now range between 890 and 940. As a person, I'm disappointed with the establishment that belongs to the government, and the government that is supposed to be people first, should have the policy of people first. They are the ones that are treating us like this. If we didn't have competition in Dangote, we would never have known what these people are doing to us. So 900 and something naira for 1 litre in Nnpcl, owned by the federal government, and then you're talking about 800 and something from Dangote's, I would not say Dangote's filling stations or gas stations, as the case may be, but these are the people who have understanding with Dangote, MRS, and so many other filling stations. They are selling below 800 naira. But our own, the one that we collectively own, which is the Nnpcl, whether we like it or not, it is our establishment, our own company. they are the ones selling the highest. So we are so disappointed, and we see what they were doing to us now when there was no competition. Even though they were talking about subsidy, maybe it could even have been better than it used to be at that time. So I am, as a person, disappointed in Nnpcl that an individual, a private individual, is the one that will be setting the pace for them to follow. They should have been the one that should be giving us less for more. More for less, rather. More fuel for less money. But now it is Dangote that is doing that, and then they are trailing behind and not even close behind, very far behind. I, as a person, I'm disappointed in Nnpcl. They should do more probe on this Nnpcl and see where our money is going, because this does not just cut it. Now, the third one is that the U.S. has warned its citizens against traveling to Nigeria, because they're saying that there's terrorism, there is insecurity generally in almost all the states, because they mentioned all the states. And in a place where they singled out some communities to be at least a little bit safe, like, for instance, in Rivers State, they said, apart from Port Harcourt, anywhere else that you're going, you're at risk of being kidnapped or facing some kind of violence in one way or the other. So how do you get to Port Harcourt from anywhere else? That means people of Port Harcourt are in prison right now. They can't move out of Port Harcourt, and nobody can go into Port Harcourt if we are looking at that. So this goes beyond you telling us that we are demarketing Nigeria all the time. These are things that are happening, and I'm not sure the intelligence report of the U.S. was based on what they're seeing on social media. They're seeing the practical things that are happening in Nigeria, yet our government keeps saying that terrorists have been relegated to the background. Banditry has gone down and all that. It is in this administration we saw a community lose about 300 people in one night. And then we're telling ourselves a lie all the time. If we do not accept the fact that we have failed collectively, we the people who are not holding them accountable enough, and them, the people who we voted in to go and work for us, who are failing to do their job and just stealing our collective from our collective treasury, then we all have failed. But you see, nobody can blame anybody else except the government. While we try to give ourselves the responsibility and say that we are supposed to do something else, our responsibility ends at trying to make them do the right thing. And if you talk the way we are talking, and it does not translate into any action, if the next option will be to do something that we will all not like. I don't even want to mention that what we can do, because the first option is to dialogue, and the last option is to also dialogue. So if we dialogue and it doesn't happen, and there is a war, for instance, it will still come back to dialogue. So why don't we skip and not have to go into the second phase before we return to the first phase that should have been dialogue in the first place? So people of Nigeria are suffering, and they are facing violence. I can't go to my village, because even if my village is very peaceful, I have to pass through other places that are not peaceful enough, that are prone to violence and terrorism and all those things. So since I cannot fly straight to Port Harcourt, if that's where I want to go and visit, it means that I may never go to Port Harcourt, no matter how important whatever I'm supposed to go do in Port Harcourt is. So the government should look into the security issue. We did not write this. It's the US that wrote it, and other countries will definitely also give travel advisory to their people not to come here. And how do you make our economy grow when people are afraid of coming into your country? Now, the last one is mother allegedly murders 2 children in Enugu State. A nursing mother in Enugu State has allegedly killed her 2 children, shocking the local community and prompting an urgent police investigation. The incident reportedly took place in a residential area where neighbors expressed disbelief and sadness over the tragic loss of the young lives. Authorities have taken the mother into custody as they work to uncover the circumstances surrounding the crime. This heartbreaking event raises serious concerns about maternal mental health and the support system available for mothers in Nigeria. Experts highlight that postpartum depression and other mental health issues often go undiagnosed and untreated, particularly in rural and underserved areas. The tragedy has sparked calls for better mental health awareness, screening, and intervention programs to prevent similar incidents in the future. I'm very sure a lot of people in Nigeria do not even know about the dangers of postpartum, or if they have heard that word at all, that name at all, postpartum. It's a very serious thing. A mother that just gave birth, one of the victims of this case is a 3 or 4 month old baby. That means the mother just gave birth. And there is so much about the mental health of a young mother, a new mother, no matter the age range. But we don't take that to consideration in Nigeria. Now a lot of people in that community will be saying, village people, that's one. One uncle somewhere has made her mad or something and all that. We do not give importance to where we should give importance to. And this just may be a case of that postpartum depression that a lot of people have had to go for therapy for. A lot of people have had to go undergo a lot of things to make sure that they come out of it. So we question ourselves, what kind of support system do we have for new mothers? What kind of support system do we have for people who may be battling one form of mental illness or the other, or some sort of depression, because it's in so many stages and it can be found in so many places. So we just hope that the right solution will be had for this, because in Nigeria, when you find a problem, the next thing is to just give it the most extreme solution to it. So she could go to jail for something that she did not have any hand in, like she couldn't control it, because postpartum depression is not what you choose to get. So maybe it could be that psychological thing. What am I doing, eating my tongue this morning? It could be psychological. It could be that mental problem that she had. And if that is the case, then it was no fault of hers. So this investigation should be done well, and maybe her case will fuel some other discussions in that regard. For mothers to be taken care of, for us to step up our game in the support system that we give to new mothers and all that. But if she just willfully did that, and it is found out truly that she willfully did that, let her face the consequences. But now it's unfortunate that we have lost those two youngsters, and we will just pray that their souls rest in peace. And let's rest this segment of the program as well at this moment. Take a short break and then return with the papers. Stay with us.